Third down, still 14 yards left. From the gun, here's Newton. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19. Yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. Halfback sent in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Go, go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just know where to go, where they can gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now back to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of them.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
From the end zone, Newton dancing to his left. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And it's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd
perception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the wideout in motion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Trent Murphy. In there to get him for his second sack of the night. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On second down, here's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Him over. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit, maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. In there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
20.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Runs through the contact. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Down to 7 seconds now. 6. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 5.